Welcome back in. It is the Local and Community Issues and Answers right here with Jonathan Lawson, and we're so thankful to have in our studios representatives from the Redbird Mission, Dr. Taylor Collins, Mr. Tim Crawford, and Mr. John Carwell. Welcome in, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tell me and the viewing audience about the Redbird Mission.
Well, Redbird Mission was begun in 1921 by the Evangelical Church at the headwaters of Redbird River, where Bell County, Clay County, and Leslie County, where those three counties come together. And so that has been our service area, but we've also reached out to Appalachian people here across the mountains and served folks from various areas of the Cumberland Plateau. The mission was begun at a time when the folks there were very isolated and had no access to a school. Redbird was one of the original settlement institutions of Appalachia. The settlement school movement began when denominations from the north, church denominations, came into the mountains where there were no schools to begin boarding schools, so the folks would have an opportunity to send their children to a boarding high school. And so that's how Redbird got its start.
Wonderful. Now you are the director of the Redbird Mission.
Yes, I'm executive director. My life began in 1948 at Redbird Mission at the hospital there. Shortly after the church began the school, they instituted a hospital as well and to provide medical services for mountain people and from very isolated areas, from all the hollers and creeks. And so I was born there in 1948. And so my relationship began early, and then I went to high school there in the 1960s and graduated in 66, but came back as principal in 1975. So I served as principal for 13 years. So a long experience with Redbird Mission.
Oh, and you all are doing so much for the community, so much for these kids. Mr. Tim Crawford, the Director of Development, if I can get that out, Development. Tell us about your work.
Okay, well, my work, of course, is trying to be able to connect the church because, as Dr. Collins said, started as the Evangelical Church, is now connected more so with the United Methodist Church. But we reach out to tell the stories of what's going on at Redbird Mission because of the school, all of the students trying to relate those stories with the folks that are our supporters there, and what God is doing, in the lives of the individuals there at Redbird Mission. Some of our teachers that have been coming back recently, those are the key stories we have, but also the work even among the elderly that we have is so important, because of course God tells us to care for the widows and the orphans too.
Right.
That's part of that work, not so much that we do orphan work, but the elderly is a key part of what we want to make sure that their basic needs are cared for. And so we're looking at both ends of those as far as the young people, the ministries to them through the school, even before they get to school. One of the highlight programs we got is our ECD program, Early Childhood Development, our preschool program, that was there and in place and working with families even before there was Head Start, before there was any preschool in Kentucky, a real model program. And we just said goodbye to, in a physical sense. Now, she's not gone from the earth yet, gone to be with the Lord yet.
Right.
But Shirley Krause began that ministry among families to help them prepare their children to be ready for school. So we really got a really broad-reaching program, food pantry, clothing ministry that we do through our community stores, craft marketing. All of that is a part of what we do to reach out to families and meet their basic needs there.
Wonderful, wonderful. And John Carwell, what is the director of the HR?
Director of Human Resources, also Information Systems. We all wear a lot of hats. Dr. Collins and all the way down to all of our staff wear multiple hats. I'm also the volunteer coordinator.
Okay.
And guys, it's the volunteers that take out their vacations, or after retirement come and stay with us for a year or two, or for a lifetime that really help us reach out and provide the ministries that we have at Redbird Mission.